Hi, how are we? I will just hang in here until y'all get on. Let me see if I can get more comfortable. I did not think this through very well, this whole laptop phone situation. Hold on, is that really unflattering? Semi unflattering. You should never have a camera underneath your chin, but I mean, what are you going to do? You just do the best you can, right? Hi, Tegan. How are you? Where are you coming from? What time is it? Merry Christmas to you as well. Do you have any questions for me before I even get started with everything that I want to talk about? I can't do this. Angle is really not very good, is it? I don't think that's any better either. Oh well. We're just going to have to deal with it, aren't we? And that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to Bali in a couple of days, which I'm really excited for. And it's my first holiday in like 2 years. So I'm excited for that as well. And I just went and bought new bikinis and new sunnies. And funny story, I actually picked up this bikini, which looked really familiar. And tried it on, and turns out I actually had a photo shoot in a bikini, like the exact bikini, in like 2011. So that was a blast from the past, which is interesting because I think the last time I went to Bali was like 2011 for New Year's as well. So it's like history repeating itself. Very, very interesting coming into the new year. So I think I actually wrote an email about New Year and what happens coming to New Year and new energy. So if you've been feeling a bit off and a bit weird and a bit like disjointed, it's for a reason. It's okay. It'll pass. So anyways, hello, hi Tash. Guys, if you have any questions this entire live, please just like type them in the box and I will answer them for you. So this whole, hold on. Ooh. Okay. So this whole video and this whole live is firstly to answer any questions, because I get a lot of questions in my inbox through Facebook, through Instagram. I have a new Instagram account, by the way. Go follow it. It's at KATA the brand. So new Instagram account, and like through my emails, and there's just always so many questions. So I wanted to give you an opportunity. If you do have any questions and if you are available, I know it was again, last minute, but yeah, whatever. To answer your questions for you. If you have any questions about, your business or how to talk to people or prospecting or any of my programs or any of my books or any question at all that you might have, just by all means, go for it. This is totally open to you. And if I can help you, I will. If I can't, I will let you know that I cannot help you. So, hi everybody. How are you? Where are you coming from? So, until the questions start coming, I wanted to basically go over and share the changes that I've made. I know a lot of you have got your email yesterday about the changes I've implemented for Badass School, and I wanted to basically explain why that was happening. Jessie, Badass School was amazing, seriously worth it. Yay! I should get you on live, Jessie, and get you to talk about what Badass School was as somebody who's actually graduated the program. Let me know if you want me to get you on live, because I will. Or like type below what Badass School was for you, Jessie, and how you found it. Like I'm sure everyone would actually love to hear from somebody who's a badass graduate. So yes, I run a program called the 6 Steps to Awesomeness, or it's kind of been renamed by you guys to Badass School. And basically what it's designed to do is help people in the network marketing industry, Gen Y females specifically, basically rebrand yourself within your network marketing business and company. So I work with network marketers from all different companies. I don't work with one company specifically. I don't like to even know what company you're from. I work just with Gen Y females in network marketing. And the thing that I noticed when I started building my business when I was 21 was that we were given systems, which was amazing. We were given coaching, which was amazing. We were given scripts and verbiage, which can be amazing. But within that, I felt really lost. I felt like I didn't know who I was within my business. I just kind of felt like, well, everybody is in network marketing and you're only allowed to do certain things with the Direct Sales Association, like you're only allowed to say certain things. And I just was feeling like there was no room for personality in this type of business, and it was bothering me. And my business had plateaued at that level because I had, you know, learned the basic skills of how to sell a product, how to share a product, how to build a client base. And I was figuring out my leadership style. I was sort of figuring out what it actually meant to be a leader. But where I was really struggling was authenticity. It was, you know, how can I continue to feel good about this business now that I know the basics and it's kind of boring? Like, what happens next? Like, how do you grow to the next level? And it was actually, I was having a free coaching call with a mindset and business coach, and I was sitting out the front of my house in my car, looking at the garage, and I was kind of upset because I didn't know what was next. There was no, I wasn't looking up to anybody. All of the leaders in my company were older, and they were all mothers. They were all married. You know, I was 23, I think, at the time. I was single. I wasn't even in a relationship. I don't have kids. I found it really, really hard to relate to these people. I couldn't figure out what the next step was and why my business wasn't growing, and I was just stuck, right? And I'm sure you felt like this, and I'm sure you hear it from your team, where you're doing everything that you're meant to do. Like, you're making the phone calls and you're sending the texts and you're doing the follow-up and you're going to your appointments and, you know, you're asking, you're doing all this stuff, and yet your business is not growing. And it can be extremely frustrating. It can be really frustrating. It can be like soul crushing. It can completely kill your confidence. And if you've never actually felt like this, I guarantee at some stage you will. And if you don't, your team will. So I was sitting in front of the garage. It was nighttime in my car on this call, and I was just venting. I was ranting. I was like, I'm just so annoyed. Like, that there's no one like me who's successful. Like, how am I meant to know how to be successful? The entire purpose of network marketing is that you're meant to follow somebody who's done it before you, and you're meant to copy paste. Like, the best copycat wins, they say. So I was like, so who am I going to copy? I don't have kids to share. I don't want to do the stuff they're doing because, frankly, I don't want the life that they have. Like, what happens from here? And this coach, she turned around and she said, well, KATA, if there's no one like you up there at the top, then it's your obligation, your responsibility to be that person. Because there are probably people watching, waiting for a leader, just like you're waiting for a leader to be someone that you want to aspire to. So in that case, it's your job to get to that position, and then other people can look up to you. So if there's no one like you at the top, you're it. And I just went, And it took me probably 2 weeks to really absorb it and allow that to sink in and allow myself to understand what that even meant. If there's no one at the top like you, it's your job to be that person. And I actually started to take it seriously. I thought, okay, well, who am I? Like, who am I? Like, who, if people are going to look up to me, who's going to look up to me? Like, who am I attracting? Who am I? What do I like? And this is where I really started to ask myself a lot of questions and coach myself through this. And I started to be really honest with who I was. I love wine. I love partying. I love traveling. I love hanging out with my friends. I love having a cat. Like, I love exploring. I love adventure. Like, I'm the kind of person that I'm happy to go do a yoga class, although it's a bit slow paced for me, but I am like so happy to go wild in Miami and just have the best time. I don't really do, I mean, I do responsibility really, really well because I do discipline really well. But at the same time, I think life is meant to be wild and free. And while you're young and single, like, why not? So I started to really be honest about who I was. And from there, I started to actually understand the power we have through social media. So once I'd figured out who I was and what I wanted to represent, the life I wanted to represent, I started to learn how to actually promote that to people. And social media played a huge, powerful role in that. From there, I realized that a lot of people couldn't do this. They were getting stuck. And the questions that I started to get as my social media started to grow and I started to get more and more attention from people within my company, my inbox started to just be full with questions from 2 different categories of people. One were Gen Ys going, how are you doing what you're doing? Because my sponsor and upline doesn't get me. And I kind of used to share my story and go, well, you know, I felt the same. you know, just copy what I'm doing, I guess. Like, you know, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. Have you asked yourself who you are? Have you built your brand? Have you looked at your social media? So I was coaching a lot of Gen Ys through their own businesses. On the other side of the spectrum, there were leaders and I mean, people in network marketing companies that had Gen Ys that had no idea how to deal with us. And their messages would always say, how do you deal with Gen Y? They don't respond. They don't answer the phone. They just went MIA on me. They told me they were so keen and now they're gone. Like, they're telling me they can't afford it. Are they serious? Like, all of these questions about how to actually deal with Gen Y. So I started to realize that a lot of people really didn't know how to run a network marketing business as a Gen Y and how to work with Gen Y, because we are very different to, you know, the older demographic. Like, we do have a different mindset. We've grown up in this incredible world where we're so privileged and we're so lucky that I don't think we have a good, we don't have good perspective a lot of the time, because we've never, a lot of us, been through adversity. And that flows through into business. That flows through into a leadership. That flows through into discipline. That flows through into scheduling. That flows through into communication. So I started to develop patterns of these things that I was constantly saying to people when they were asking for my advice. And one day I got asked to be on a radio interview, and they told me that I had to actually have an offer at the end. I had to give something or sell something. And at the time, I was just doing one-on-one coaching. Like, I was just taking clients and doing some one-on-one Skype coaching and helping people out. And that's as big as, you know, KATA the brand was. And from this interview is what I pulled this program out of my ass, basically. And it developed week by week into a 6-step program, into the 6 steps to awesomeness, which is now called Badass School. And basically what I wanted to do was duplicate the process of what I had gone through, finding my brand and finding my business and building my team and building my social media and the stuff that I went through in business, because I found no one was being honest about what it really takes to run a network marketing business. I was so sick of the rah-rah and so sick of the glitzy, glammy, like, you know, people on social media that there's never a challenge in their world. And you just think, fucking hell, like, is that even real life? It's not real life. So I wanted to create something where I could share myself with more people, because I just can't keep up with the messages. Still to this day, it's just not going to happen. So I wanted to find a way that I could help more people follow the journey and duplicate that, because what I learned from network marketing is duplication is oh so powerful, but it has to be done with integrity. So the 6 steps to awesomeness is now a 2-month program where you purchase a package. You purchase the 6 different modules and the 6 different videos, and every week you watch one of them. And you get an email prompt to watch the next video and to move on. And I give you a week for each, because I think when sometimes you read a book or you listen to an audiobook or you do like online programs, it's really easy just to watch stuff, but it takes longer to digest things, and not just digest it, but actually understand it, contemplate it. And then the most important thing is actually putting it into practice. So this is why each module has a week separation. You also get an email reminder every week to move on with the next one, so you don't forget about it, because obviously when you're starting this program, you're probably not going to be the best at scheduling. You're probably not going to be the best at staying focused and disciplined, and that's what this program is designed to help you do. Oh, Laura Jane, it's amazing, girls. Highly recommend. Yay, another badass graduate on the call. I'll have to go back and read Jessie's comment as well about what she got out of Badass School. If there are any other badass graduates on this Facebook Live, leave your comments about what you thought about Badass School, because I'm sure other people will have a read through, and they'll probably stalk you on social media to see what you've learned as well and how your business is going. So Badass graduates, I love you so much. So definitely leave some comments about how you found Badass School. So here, this is what the 6 modules are. Number 1 is who are you? And you can actually purchase this one separately. So if you are not entirely sure that Badass School is for you and you don't want to commit to the entire program, I totally get it. I totally understand. I'm all for, you know, a try before you buy. So you can just get module 1 separately, which is who are you? And it's basically figuring out what your personal brand is within network marketing, within your life. It's figuring out what you want, the goals that you want, where you want to go, what you're good at. It's figuring out really who you are as a person. So from there, without that first step, you're not going to be able to do the rest. So figuring out who you are is number 1. Number 2, Module 2 is called Cut the Shit. And basically what it's doing is actually, now you've figured out where you want to go, it's taking a look backwards from where you've been. And a lot of us carry around baggage, or we carry around excuses or stories or experiences or heartaches, heartbreaks, fears, things that stop us from actually moving forward. And I think unless you really take the time to confront these issues head on, look them in the face, write them down, and figure out how you're going to move forward, you're actually not going to move forward. So we have an entire week dedicated to actually removing leftover negative messages, figuring out the things that stop you, figuring out why you're procrastinating on this, or you don't do that, or you do that. It's basically clearing the path to then move forward. Number 3, week 3, is what's my hashtag image? And this is where we actually start putting what you've learned about who you are and where you want to go after you've cleared the stuff. It's actually about looking at your social media branding. Now, I do have another module which is just about social media and your brand image. Again, if you're not 100% certain that you want to do Badass School, I have an entire training just on branding and social media. So that's at kataso.com/brand-me, so brand me. But this module is specific to your network marketing business within this program. So social media do's, social media don'ts, things that you want to be doing, things that are basically fucking with your business. So I'm pretty honest about your social media. And as well as these modules, guys, in Badass School, you're actually put into a Badass support group. So it's a Facebook group that I am in, and that everybody else who's actually currently completing Badass School is in. And that's your opportunity to actually share and ask questions and have me help you and coach you and guide you the entire program. So I think that's a real power point with this program that I think a lot of other trainings don't have, is that you're just sort of given trainings and it's like good luck. But I actually give you my time and my effort and my energy and my attention for the full 2 months that you are in Badass School. So I actually ask my Badass graduates in the making to each week share a video of what they learned from the previous week, where they're at, what their questions are, any challenges they've overcome, anything exciting that they've achieved, because it creates this video library that not just they can look back on and reflect, and I can actually see where you're at, and I can help and pick things out and help you throughout the process, but it allows other people to see the transition and the growth that happens when you actually really commit to this program. So that's a cool part about it too. Then number 4 is basically a module and a training. It's me telling stories. It's a storytelling, and it's the realities of business, the realities of network marketing, a lot of the things that I've experienced and gone through in my now almost 6 years in network marketing, and some things that I think you need to know and you need to be prepared for. I know a lot of leaders find or choose not to talk about the realities of business. They want to keep it really high energy and rah-rah, you know, everything's amazing, always smiling. But I just think that's fake, and it doesn't help me. I'm a person who I love to be prepared for things. I want to know. I believe knowledge is power. So through module 4, I'm actually preparing you for the challenges that you may face in business. And again, if you don't face these challenges personally, somebody that you are working with will face these challenges. And I think it's very, very important to actually be open and storytell and share the things that you go through in building a business and you go through in being in the network marketing industry, because there are very unique challenges and there are across the board challenges. So week 4 is all about talking about the realities of business and me sharing some of the experiences that I've gone through and how I actually made my way through that. Week 5 is wine, not wine. And this is about the mindset required to actually progress in network marketing. So by this stage, you've actually started to build a solid brand. You've started to get more comfortable, more confident. You've got your social media on point. You're aware of the challenges that might happen. And now it's actually going from building the blocks to actually adding speed into your business. So your mindset is what actually creates the speed in your business. So I go through little tips and tricks that you can do to just subtly change the frequency and the mindset that you're on every day. So this is tips and tools. It's not me being like, be positive, yeah, because that doesn't fucking help anybody. But it's actually giving you the tools that you need to keep your mind in order, keep focused, you know, move away from procrastination, get shit done, actually stay positive, know how to understand and how to communicate with people. So it's all about, your mindset. And then week 6 is our last week at Badass School, and that's all about scheduling. So it's specific to network marketing, this module. I know I have another scheduling module. It's called Sexy Scheduling, which is all about scheduling, goal setting in general. It's not network marketing specific, but this one inside Badass School is network marketing specific. I actually go through my diary and I show you day by day, week by week, what activities I did and I do to continue to build and grow my business. So this is a very practical week. We actually pick apart your goals again. We actually put them down on paper. We put them into your diary. So it's a very hands-on week, and you will actually get shit done from that. So those are the 6 weeks that you go through. That's what Badass School is. Those are all the modules. So if you guys have any questions about them, please make sure you ask as well. Now is your opportunity. Obviously, I have Badass graduates on here. I have you on here. I'm on here. So now is your best chance to ask about Badass School. So the cool thing about this as well, after the 2 months you graduate, we take you out of the Facebook support group. You get mailed a beautiful certificate with like a wax stamp. I do all the wax stamping. I sign them all. I know who you are. I write the names. I send them to you with love. So you get a special Badass graduate certificate. But the cool thing is you actually get access to these videos forever. So it's not like you have them and then they're gone. You can go back and revisit these videos anytime you like. And one of the amazing things that I love about my Badass graduates is the friendships that they've formed through the program. They're all still friends. It's so beautiful watching these girls continue to support each other, and they do the program again together, and they get all, they link arms, and they're all in all different companies and all different teams. But it's amazing to just watch these girls continue to grow and bloom from something that they learned maybe 3 years ago. So it's pretty cool. It's a really, really cool program. So that's what Badass School is. That's how it works. The results that people are getting from Badass School, I actually didn't expect the results. I really thought that all I would be doing with this whole course is just, like, I just wanted to duplicate myself and be able to be there without physically having to be there, because it was just impossible to keep up with the questions. But what I found is that these women are coming into the program quite, I don't want to say desperate because it sounds bad, but it is a desperation of having done everything and followed what I was told, and it doesn't feel right, and they just tell me to do more, and I just don't know what to do. It's like this confusion and this uncertainty, and do I really want to do network marketing? Am I cut out for this business? I don't really know how to do it. I don't know what to say. Like, just this whole lot of unknown, and these questions is how most of my clients come into this. And when they leave, it's this certainty. I can just see it in their faces and hear it in their voices. It's this certainty of, this is who I am. This is how I'm, where I'm going. This is exactly how I'll get there. This is my expectation of time frame. I know exactly what's required to do it. And this is how I'm going to do it because that feels good to me. And all the panic is gone. All the fear is gone. All the uncertainty is gone. And these girls just, they take it the day by day and they put their feet in front of the other. And it's just amazing watching them run these businesses. And even if I'm like, well, has your business grown? And I'm trying to get them more results. And they're like, no, KATA, I'm good. I know exactly what I'm doing. Here's my plan. Here's the people I'm attracting. Like, they turn into these business mega babes. And they open secondary businesses. They start building different styles of teams. They start almost managing up to their uplines. They're coaching their uplines on how to communicate. And it's absolutely amazing watching these women transform. I've had girls that have earned incentive trips because of it. They've had promotions. Their pay's increased. They've earned awards in their company. They've been asked to speak on stage in their company because of these dramatic changes that happen in those 2 months at Badass School. So it's absolutely, it blows my mind. Like, Badass graduates, you guys inspire me so much, like so much. And I just love watching you continue to grow. So yeah, I'm so passionate about Badass Schooling because I've seen the results it can do. And, I've thought a lot about redoing the entire program. But I know so many people are waiting to get their foot in the door just to be able to get their hands on these videos and be a part of this crew. So that leads me into the next section of this live, which is, why have I now limited intakes? So you used to be able to do Badass School anytime, 24/7. It was always open. I was always in the group. I would always add you. It was just all the time. But what I found is that the people that got the most out of Badass School were girls that started in like a cohort. They were a group of people that every time I had a promotion running, or, you know, I don't know, something happened where they all just seemed to join at once, those girls got the most out of this program. And I think the reason why is because in a group setting, when you're communicating, you're supporting, everyone's sharing their videos, everyone's growing together, you gain this sense of family, you gain this sense of tribe, you gain this sense of village, like you get this sense of support, and that you're not the only one going through it. I know a lot of people actually don't want people to know that they're doing badass school in their businesses because they don't want to upset their uplines. They don't really want their teams to do it with them because they want to be able to be vulnerable. So it's a really interesting space where it's a multitude of different companies and network marketing businesses and systems and structures and products, but we never talk about the company we're in. No one talks about the company they're in. You're just there for you. So it's incredible when you know that the people in your cohort are not even in the same business as you, yet they're having the same challenges. It's so encouraging to be able to link arms with these kinds of people and build these relationships and build these networks and, you know, collaborate and help each other out. So the reason that I'm limiting it now to only 4 intakes a year, if that, I'm still considering if I want to do 4, if I would just want to do 2, is because I want you guys to get the most out of it. I know a lot of you save for this program. I know a lot of you don't have that cash hanging around. That's why you're in network marketing, to try and make more cash, to live a better lifestyle, to be free. So that's why the program is super, super reasonably priced, like super reasonably priced. My business coach tries to get me to like double and triple the price all the time, and I just won't do it because I want you guys to be able to get your hands on this. And it is very, very affordable for what you're getting and for the impact that it has on your life. So we now only have limited intakes into Badass School. The next intake is not until March next year. So you have a few days left to actually get your ass into Badass School and get your ass onto the 6 steps to awesomeness and start working for that transition, start working through New Year's, start with week 1, who are you? That's how you're going to be starting this new year, is actually really, really clear on who you are. We are in there at the moment. I'm going to basically start us off with the 2 months from the, I think the 30th. I think I close. I've got a deal on at the moment. So if you've got your emails, I've got a Black Friday? What is it? After Christmas, Boxing Day. We've got a Boxing Day sale on at the moment. So if you are interested in Badass School, go to the link in the video. So it's kataso.com/6 steps to awesomeness. And from there, you can read all the information. There's heaps of testimonials. There's heaps more about how the program works and what you'll get out of it. You know, read what the other girls have said about the program. And at the moment, I have a Boxing Day sale on where you're going to get $100 off the entire program. Plus, you're actually going to be the first to get your hands on my newest module, which is coming out very, very soon, all about prospecting and the step-by-step process of actually introducing people to the business and building a team and how to talk to people and where to find them and all of that sort of stuff. So that's coming soon. If you're using the Boxing Day discount code, the code is Boxing Day, all in lowercase. So you're getting $100 off, and you're also going to get that module for free as soon as it's released. You'll be the first to get it, and you will not have to pay for it. If you miss this at the moment, your next opportunity will not be until March next year to join Badass School. So I highly recommend that you figure it out, like make it work, get it as your Christmas present or whatever you need to do to actually get yourself in the program and get the results, because you do not want to start 2018 feeling like shit. Like that's just not going to set you up for a positive year, especially when so many people join network marketing businesses for New Year's resolutions and in the new year. So you really want to be already on board. You want to be going. You want to be feeling confident and certain and focused now. Like now is the time to really look at your social media, like really look at your image. Are you attractive to other people? Have you started speaking to people? Do you know what to say? Like if you wait until next year, it's going to be too late. You're going to miss an entire cohort of people that will start their businesses on New Year's resolutions. And funny story, I started my business on a New Year's resolution. And it's the irony that I'm going back to Bali right now is just beyond me, because I was actually in a position when I was 21 years old where my dad had been diagnosed with cancer. I was working full time in the public service in Canberra, and I was fucking desperate. I did not know what I was going to do for money. I had no more money left. I had no more leave. Dad was still sick. I was still taking him to hospital. and I spent the last of my savings on a random impromptu trip to Bali for no real good reason, but I needed to escape. And I remember being on the beach, and you let off lanterns, and you meant to make a wish on the beaches of Bali and for New Year's Eve. And I remember wishing for money, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And days later, when I went back to work, and the girl, one of my friends at work, asked me how my holiday was and what my resolution was, and I told her I needed money. And she said, how are you going to do that? And I said, I have no freaking idea. And she offered me network marketing days later after I'd made that wish and that resolution. So I was somebody who stuck with my resolution. Here I am 6 years later. You know, I'm doing extremely well in my network marketing business. I built this amazing team. My entire life has changed, and now I'm here to help you do the same thing. So please don't miss out, and don't underestimate people that do start a new year with clean energy and with a desire to do something more for their lives. But ultimately, you have to lead you first. You will not be able to help others until you help yourself. So make the decision that's right for you. Again, you have a couple of days left to get yourself into badass school before the next opportunity is not until March, if I decide to do it in March at all. So use the code Boxing Day. The link is in here of how to actually get yourself onto the information page for 6 Steps to Awesomeness, so you can have a read through that. If you miss the Boxing Day sales, I do have a split payment option, but again, that's not going to be until maybe March next year. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. All right, let me have a read for questions. Jordan, Kata, can we recover passwords to log in? Yes, send me an email and I will reset your password for you, Jordan. I need to figure that out. For some reason, you guys are not receiving the secondary emails with your login details. If you have registered and you haven't actually gotten your email, check your spam folder. It's so sad, but I end up in junk sometimes. So check your junk and spam folders for your login details. Katie, Kata, do you do payment plans or just one-time payment? I do have a payment plan. So usually the program is $497 for the entire 2 months, the support group, 6 steps, the videos, everything. At the moment, it is $100 off. So it's Australian $397, and you'll also get the module for free. Otherwise, I do have a split payment option. So Katie, if that's what you want, let me know. I can give you the link for the split payment option. You won't be able to get the Boxing Day discount on top of that because it won't work with the system. But the way split payment works is you pay half now and then half in 3 weeks. So if that works better for you, even if anybody else, guys, if you're willing to forfeit the Boxing Day sale, but you want to be in it now, not next year, I do have a split payment option, yes. So if that's the situation, email me and I will send you the link for that as well. God, there's a lot of people. Okay. Laura Jane, love my Kata, incredible coach, mentor, and more importantly, friend. Oh, love you. Amy Lee, life changer, game changer. Oh, love you. These are badass graduates. I'm so happy you guys are on here. Okay. Jordan, Kata, always bringing the heat. Yeah, but tell it how it is. Okay, Jessie Ann. Oh, you're going to give me feedback on the program. Okay, absolutely. I learned how to be me and still be successful, massively successful within my company. The top 5, the youngest in the country at my rank. It was truly amazing. I had so many aha moments. You know what, Jessie Ann, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the growth of when you first started and the questions that you had to what you've created now. Like, man, you went through heat. Changing the way that you did your business, but ultimately everyone's now following you because you were strong and you were authentic and you consistently showed up. So I'm so fucking proud of you, girl. Okay, any more questions? Thank you. No more questions. Does everyone understand how Badass School works? You understand why I've decided to do limited intakes? You're all cool with that. You all know about the sale at the moment. Yes. Hopefully everything is good. Is there anything else that I needed to share? I'm currently remodeling my website, so you're going to be able to access everything easier, all the free content. Because when I first started KATA the brand, like I said, I only had one-on-one coaching. Like I didn't really have a lot of content. But over the last 3 years, I now have 2 ebooks. One is about verbiage and starting your business. It's actually really good to send to prospects. My team will send it to their prospects. The second one is all about systems, so exactly how to follow up with somebody, how to bring somebody into the business, what the exposures are, how to do your training. It's all about systems. I have a ton of free videos. I've also started putting them up on YouTube. So all the content is going to be available on YouTube. So follow my YouTube account. I can't remember if it's KATA Sir or if it's KATA the brand. or KATA, the Gen Y business expert. I don't know, but somebody find it and tag it in here. But yes, all the videos will be going up on YouTube, so you can start to share those. There's going to be a page on my website with all the videos on it as well. So now that there's so much out there, I'm making it a lot easier for you guys to find it, because I know everything is kind of in separate links at the moment. So guys, if you have any suggestions or feedback, like, I'm totally open to it. Email me, kata@katasir.com. I'm sorry, I am a little bit slow getting back to messages just because there's so much that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build these platforms so that you guys can share my stuff more easily and share it with your teams and prospects and, you know, friends and stuff like that. So that is what I am doing. So if you have anything that you want, or if you need anything, or if you want a Facebook Live or a training or anything on anything, please let me know. I always read them eventually and I'm always listening. So I am here to help you. That is my job, is to help you and support you in building your business. So on that note, I think I will love you and leave you. Merry Christmas, everybody, and have an incredible new year. And if you're in Badass School, I'm going into Badass School right now. Guys, if you're in the program, I'm answering your questions in there right now. So, oh, Katie, it's KATA, the Gen Y business expert. There you go, guys. That's my YouTube channel, which you'll see more and more stuff on as well. So I love you guys. I'm so incredibly honored to be able to help you and lead you and guide you. And thank you for trusting me. It has been a wild year, to say the least. And I know a lot of the challenges that I have privately worked through this year, I'm sure you will see in my content coming up, and sharing everything that I learn on a daily basis about network marketing and business. I have my wine label, which is launching next year, which is very exciting. The website is actually already live, so you can register to watch me continue to build behind the scenes. And I'm going to be sending you updates of where we're at with the wine label. So when our branding and our labeling is done, and, you know, all the little decisions that I make along the way, I actually want to share with you, because I get, again, so many questions about how that's going and how do you even build a wine label. So I decided just to share it with you. So you can go to winenotthebrand.com and give me your email address, and I'll just keep you updated. You get a hilarious email about what's happened behind the scenes so far. So if you want to know the realities of building a wine label, you know, you can trust me for honesty. You'll get an email straight away about where we're up to. But the wine is delicious. We have our vineyards selected. Our branding is happening. So it's a fun process. So on that note, enjoy your holiday season. Make sure you're talking to people. If you need some help with your business, please reach out. I have so much free content. And let me know if you have any questions or anything you want. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.